At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to On Par with Amanda Uncensored. Today we are bringing in Mr. Cuevas, the golf father himself. Hello, sir.
Hola.
Hi. Today I've got I want to dive into something a little different, a little weird. I want to start off by talking about this story from an Oregon college golfer at the NCAA championship. He has suffered a very weird injury. And so today I want to talk about golf injuries. And a lot of people think that because it's golf, it's not a contact sport, that not really much injury going on. But I think the injuries that happen in golf and why people feel that way, no, is someone like running into you and like you're getting hit. It's more of like accidental injuries and also just some like over usage. We swing our body one way repetitively, and our body's not meant to do one repetition, over and over and over and over and over. So this young man, Greg Solog, I'm cringing when I talk about this story. He was playing in the NCAA championship for Oregon, and he walked up on a tee box and somehow stepped just perfectly on a golf tee, and it went through his shoe, through his foot. I can't. Okay, so I get it. Like, people step on nails, but a nail's super sharp. So like, I'm not saying it makes it any better, but like it would pierce and kind of just like pierce quickly through. Can you imagine a blunt golf tee going up and into your foot? First off, I was talking about this with Craig. We had a debate when we were talking about this story. Yeah. First off, a golf tee is laying, I don't have one, of course, around me, but a golf tee is laying on the ground flat. So even if you stepped on it and it kind of lifted it, your other foot's not over here by it.
That is so weird.
So unless someone
did it on intent, that's the first thing. Because you know how you got the knuckleheads that do the tees upside down in the golf carts. So when people put their coffee in it, it makes a hole in it.
So then I'm like, okay, so you have a tee and it's sticking up like this and you're walking. The odds of you being able to perfectly land on the tee instead of like, because that's
break it.
No stability.
Yeah.
And how does a tee go through the sole of your golf cleat.
That's what I'm trying to. I mean, none of it makes
This
sense
is
unless somebody made it like
they're
a
over there whittling it
nail,
away.
or they sat at home. I'm gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna get,
Well,
because
it says
that is so weird.
His coach, the Ducks head coach, Casey Martin, he said, I've been in golf nearly 50 years and have never seen anything like that. He was in a lot of pain. And so good news is he will be back up and running in a couple weeks. He'll be able to walk. He's on crutches, obviously, right now. Didn't seem, they didn't give a full report, but didn't seem like there was like really any like damage other than it pierced his foot. And that gives me the willies. So
to think that a tee could go through a shoe,
I don't know,
sock, and a foot.
A tee, and a tee is not a nail where it's sharp.
No.
Like, I mean, yeah, some tees, I mean, I get it, but man, it would have to be
not to break it or do anything, you know what I mean? Not to have it tilt, it's I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand that. That's crazy.
Gosh, I don't even know what you do. But so following that theme, couple things, and then Bill, I know you have a weird injury story. We can jump into that. So I'm going to start with, a lot of people think, oh, you can't get injured. So in high school, I had a really good friend that also played golf. She's the one that introduced me kind of to the game. And she broke her rib, her left rib, from over swinging. So when she extended and came around, the force of repeating that over and over and over and over and over, she cracked her rib.
Wow.
And so that same week, I started having really bad, right up under your sternum, that first second rib, the worst pain of my life. And I thought, and we were going to the same golf instructor, and I thought, dear Lord, I broke my rib. Well, I went in and I had torn all the cartilage all the way around from my sternum to basically the side rib cage. And when you tear cartilage, it doesn't grow back. So what you do, it just heals. But if that scar tissue gets in a weird spot, it definitely bothers me. Like I can feel it. So I had to go, no wire in your underbra, like all of these things, because I had it.
Yeah.
And it was something that for probably 5 years I dealt with before it. Now I don't really have an issue too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of healed and stuff, but kind of weird things that you don't expect in the golf world that definitely impacted how I played. There were multiple events that my side right here, I would take medical tape and I would put a piece here and put a piece here and crisscross them.
Yeah.
To like bring it together so that way it would have some relief. And I can't tell you how many times I played with that tape on my rib cage.
That sounds like you need one of our guests later on in the show when you're not
I know.
going to be here.
It fits right in. So Bill, let's talk about your golf situation.
My golf injury is simple. I was standing about 20 yards, 30 yards away from somebody. They got mad that they hit their ball wrong. They threw their wedge down on the floor. They came back up with it, and it flew the 30 yards. I saw it at like the last, maybe 2-3 seconds. I instinctively reached out. I grabbed the center of the wedge, and the head still came and hit me right in between the eyes.
And it went beep.
I caught it, and if I didn't catch it, I probably would have lost an eye. But it literally hit me dead square center and split my head wide open. I would have never thought I was going to get hurt on a golf course like that.
And
but
you're not right up in his grill either.
I was about 30 yards away from him. And I remember watching him. He had a crappy shot. Boom. And then the club came back up, and it just went out of his hand.
You just released it.
Yeah, and I was like, uh-oh. But I did catch the wedge, folks. I caught the wedge and the head caught my face. So I had gotten stitches. I mean, that still looked beautiful. You can't see it.
It healed beautifully.
It did. I got that scar gel. It works perfect.
So I will say that we worry about this being pros for the backswing events. One of our pros just recently was out on a golf course 70 yards away, got nailed in the sternum with a 3-wood shot.
Oh,
that ball's coming 140 miles an hour. She's on a tee box. The guys that were on her group were probably 75 and older. She said had it hit any single one of them, they would have been in cardiac arrest.
Oh, yeah.
She said it was humming, and it caught her right below the sternum, knocked the air out of her, knocked her down, everything. And she's a pretty fit gal. But when it hit, the doctor said had it been micro centimeters up, it would have cracked her sternum.
And if it hit her heart at that right time, like the remember Little League, that thing was happening years ago, where, I mean, if you get hit just at that perfect moment in your heart,
it's so bad. So golf is, I will say, I know a lot of people don't really take it as serious on the injury side, but you have to pay attention. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. Absolutely. And even when I'm out on a tee box, I pay attention to what tee boxes are around me. I'm in these charity scrambles.
You're never safe.
No, you're never safe. And I've seen somebody get hit standing, if I'm swinging this way, and there's somebody in the cart here. I've literally seen this person tow a hybrid.
Oh, and I've seen
forward,
it. Oh, yeah.
And you're 10 yards away, 5 yards away in the cart, and it nails you in the leg.
Well, everybody knows that Billy has played with broken toes. The same 3 broken toes twice in less than 6 months got broken. I'm sitting in the golf cart, a couple weeks ago. I'm just sitting there minding my own business. There's a building in front of us. So it's not like they're together. We were like 30 yards off of the green. All of a sudden, I'm minding my own business, sitting in the cart, and I have my foot up on the top because my toes are, they're jacked up because I got them all taped up and everything. All I hear is boom, bang, phew. It was a ball that somebody hit off the other fairway. It hit literally right on my broken toes.
Oh my God.
Hit the glass and went about 30 plus yards towards the building. Nobody claimed the ball. Nobody hit that ball. But everybody, when that noise hit, and it was actually my toes that were already broken that hit.
It's not funny.
No, it is funny. And since then, I got the back of my foot, whatever it did, it shot right back, from the broken toe, shot right back to the heel. And it has not stopped hurting.
Oh my God. That gives me the willies. Well, I will say, you folks at home, I'm getting the signal that we are over time, but we'll continue this in segment 3. But for those of you at home, be careful out on the golf course, pay attention, and any place you are not considered safe in golf. So just pay attention to what's going on around you. Bill, we hope those toes heal. They need a break from injury. With that said, you guys at home, thanks for joining in. Until next week, keep swinging for par.